Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Let's see who remembers to come on here and hang out with me today. I got up early and was working on some things and completely lost track of time. Good morning, Michael. I almost missed this. I was afraid I was going to oversleep. I didn't do that. But I guess you can over art. It's kind of like oversleeping, only you are so involved in your art that you forget to do what was on your schedule. I always have to set my alarm because that's the one thing that when I'm doing it, I get so lost in it that I could easily forget what time it is. Good morning. Hi, Barb. Ideas? Why ideas? Why ideas? That's so fun. Okay. Oh, my phone's letting me know on my personal account that I am live. Buenos dias. How are you, Madeline? Okay, so let's get started here. I had to clean off my palette. It was a mess. I've been working on a big painting behind me that I'm feeling just a little lost in right now, but it'll all come together. Sometimes it's hard to keep your faith through the messy middle of a painting. I find it's quick with a small painting. Good morning, Ellen. To get through the messy middle, but in a big painting, the messy middle can be very discouraging because it's longer and it's messier. But I always try to keep my confidence so that I can get through it. Anyway, just rambling on here. So this is a photo I took yesterday. I went to Roots Market with my college roommate and bought some zinnias at my favorite flower stand there. Gosh, now I can't think what it's called right now. Oh, darn it. And her name's Kim. I love the vibrant. Oh, thank you. So this has so many soft, really cool colors in it. And I love the petals. I'm going to need my other, I always forget about my fun little, this brush. I can never remember what it's called. Filbert. My filbert. It's not focusing on that. Oh well, but this is a filbert brush, so it's rounded at the tip. That's not what I usually use. Okay, and I'm going to try and keep a pretty simple palette, which might be a little tricky, but we'll see. I can always add to it if I need to. So yeah, I took this photo on my mantle yesterday. It was nice light coming in. Like I love when I have a photo. Oh, I see a reflection. Get rid of that. Okay, so let's mix some colors. So I need those pale kind of dusty. I might need other colors to do that because some of these colors are like, oh, it's always that hard thing when it's kind of like a pinkish greenish color. Like what is a pinkish greenish color? We need more colors in our life, don't we? Yeah, we don't have a name for pinkish greenish or for brownish pinkish. I guess we probably do in nail polish. We have names for everything, but they don't make any sense. Okay. Let me get started here. I'm a little off here. That's okay. We're not in any hurry. Okay, so I'm just using my magenta. Is that reflection there going to bother? No, it'll be too dark. Good morning, Dawn. So I'm going to do my magentas. I have a little bit of transparent brown oxide here in my palette. I'm going to add that into darken that. And then I'll have just a little bit of it in here. I think I need a little bit more of that magenta. This painting's very magenta. This is my favorite magenta block X. I was working on an acrylic painting this morning that I'm doing for my daughter's college apartment, and I've got it all over myself. But at least acrylic paint doesn't make a big mess like oil paint does. It's really pretty. It's not quite as vibrant as, I'm trying to think what I need to do. I think the really vibrant areas I'm going to have to try to keep transparent. Or maybe I'll add a little bit of red in there. Let's see what that does. I have a little pearl red laying right here. I think I'm going to add that in. Good morning. Who's saying good morning? Good morning. That might do it for me. We'll see. Because I feel like it's just not quite zippy enough, I'd guess. Sometimes I feel like red throws. No, that's better. That's a little more what I want. Made it much more vibrant. All right. So I'm continue to try to make like those kind of dusty pink colors. I need more of that. A little bit of permanent rose in there too. It's kind of like, it feels like it's got vibrant colors, but it's really very subtle. I need more of this too. This is a really nice color, this Montserrat orange. I feel like there's a lot of that in there. So what's new with everybody? I feel like I haven't done this in a long time. And if you're in my Inspiring Art group today, I'm going to do a painting demo in just 2 colors. I think that's what I am doing. That should be fun, I hope. Just to really work on seeing values, which is always challenging. That's perfect color. I love that. That's a nice thread there. Good morning, Ellen. How are you? Have a sip of my coffee. So we need greens, yellows, and some vase colors. There's pinks and greens together. I do too, Allie. They're so pretty. So really, I should desaturate them a little bit. So even this, much of my magenta, I'm going to add a little bit of a green that I'm going to add in there to desaturate, make a thread. I like calling them threads. I was just starting to crochet something last night, and makes me think about threads. A thread of color. Yes, that's nice. And see how much I just added that little bit of green in there, and that really desaturated that. Although I wish I had more of these. Oh, did I add the green or the gray? I forget. It doesn't matter. We use whatever happens here. Those zinnias are the lime series. Oh, I love the lime series. It was a really tough decision yesterday to choose which shade of zinnias I wanted to buy. I love them, Madeline. And thank you again for my seeds that you gave me the other day. I thought I lost the one pod that you had given me in France that you wrapped up really tight. I tucked it away for safekeeping. Thought I lost it and ended up finding it in the weirdest place the other. I don't know how I moved it, but it survived, and I'm happy about that. So I'm gonna make a green. I was trying to keep my palette pretty limited, so I only have one green out here, and it's like a transparent green. Whoops, can you see what I'm doing there? Now that's way too vibrant. I was using my Vasari phthalo blue green shade, which is a very vibrant. I need to mail the seeds for everyone who else wants some. Thank you for doing that. Now all I have to do is have to remember where they are when it's time to plant them. Always my trick, but I should put it in my little bullet journal that I made. That's still a little too Girl Scout greenish, and I need it to be darker. So I'm going to pull some of that out, take some of the blue, and I need more of my magenta. There's Roadside Blooms. I'm painting your zinnias. Did I hear? What did you say they are, Madeline? The lime series. Oh, that's better. Okay, I've got a nice dark green. Now I have to, this is still a little too something, too, what is it? It's too cool, I think. I'm going to put a little bit of Indian yellow in there and see what happens. It gets closer to the green that I need. Yeah, that's much better. That was a good choice. And now I'll warm it up with just a teeny little bit of warm white in there. That's good for my greens. I need some yellows. Queen Lime series. Mine are Queen Lime Red. I love them. Wait till you see the photo that I took. All right, I need some yellow. And I need that green. So let me do a little of the yellow here. Make that. I'll add a little bit of maybe the brown into that. Queen Lime series. I need to write that down. So I tried to do it myself, like I was saving all the seeds last year, thinking that I could plant them, but I didn't do it right. I'd rather just go to Roots and buy them from Kim. All right, I think I need more yellow, if I even know what I did with it. Here it is. Oops, am I missing anything? No. Good. So what's new with everybody? Where's everybody listening from today? I'm in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And it's corn and tomato season. My favorite. All right, that's good for the yellow. I think that's a nice yellow. So I hope I have enough paint. I need kind of grays. Got my greens. I thought there was enough. Oh, I need that kind of I need the lime color. That's pretty good right there. Let me do that and even lighten that a little bit with warm white. Oh yeah, that's perfect for the limeish color that's in there. Such a gorgeous palette. They'd be fun to paint big. Maybe I'll go big with zinnias next. So now I kind of need kind of a neutral gray for my darks in my vase. Ellen's in Florida. Cartersville, Georgia. Jersey Shore. Ellen, are you at the beach? Are you with your family? That's so fun. I am going to my daughter and son-in-law's lake house this weekend with the whole family. That'll be fun. Yeah, I like that color. I like how that looks with everything. Allie's in Queens. Hi, Allie. Is Priya watching today? Definitely going to need more white. I think that's good. I think that's good. Definitely going to now just pull my weight down here. Get it nice and soft. I feel like I don't have enough paint. It's so crazy because this painting's no larger than a normal painting. Okay. 10 grandkids under 9. Oh my gosh, Ellen. That is a busy day at the beach. You need lifeguard help, I'm sure. Keeping them all where they belong. That's so fun. I think what should I do? Do all red in the background, all Indian yellow. I think I'm going to do red at the top, the permanent rose, and maybe I'll get out a little bit of my manganese blue hue and do that at the bottom. We'll see how it turns out. I always love just playing around and figuring it out. Oh, good. I'm glad Priya's Allie's cat loves watching me paint. I need to get some new brushes. My brushes are a little lackluster lately. I hear it scratching on my board. Been getting boards ready. I've run out of everything, and I'm still getting ready for more art shows. So it's been busy. Do Indian yellow where the Queen Lime Red. It was a really hard decision. She had so many pretty colors, shades of zinnias yesterday at the market. And sunflowers. I do want to paint sunflowers too. I have a really fun idea for a big square painting. I just have to wait for my square canvases to get here, and it should be maybe today. It's always a fun day when square canvases show up. I mean, not square, big. I meant big. It doesn't matter what shape they are. They're all fun. All right. Okay, I think I do a lot more of my like red in here. I'm just mapping out where it's all going to go. Keeping it loose. I always think the looser my paintings are, the more I like them, but it's just a never-ending journey trying to keep them loose. You would think that loose would be easier than painting something super realistic, but it's totally not. Not for me anyway. Maybe it is for some people. I shouldn't say that. I don't know. But not for me. I just love those colors. Something about those subdued, quiet colors are so fun. This is dark in here. Yeah, so I'll be away this weekend, and then next weekend I will be at the Lidditz art show, and that's right near where I live. But if anybody's going to be in like the Lancaster area, or anybody who lives here, like Ellen, if you're home. Ellen, you're not doing it, are you? I can't remember if you're in the Lidditz Art Association. You ought to be if you're not. But I can't remember. I didn't even put Good Morning Mary. Zinnias are my favorites. Me too. Well, whatever flowers are in season really are my favorites, but I do love zinnias. They're all my favorites. It's hard to choose a favorite. No, peonies are my favorite. I have to say peonies are my very favorite. Ooh, isn't that fun? And there's a big shadow happening here. I'll just gently put that in. Use this little bit of manganese blue hue back here. And a little green in that. I think that's a good start. I think that looks fabulous. All right. Anita says, good morning, Kim, and everyone. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Okay. All right. I took my, I did a live painting demo for an Nepenthe gallery this past weekend, and I don't know if my pigment sticks are a mess from that or from from France or what, but my pigment sticks like, will get my hands filthy. And I've been trying to wipe them off, but it's not working. My darks. That's where my... That's very spontaneous looking. Green. Oh, what did I miss there? Hi, Tina. How are you? Been loving seeing your paintings. I'm trying to keep some of this. Iridescent gold is so pretty. What else don't I have it on? My little favorite color here. Or the dark. Did I do the dark red? No. Gosh. I think every week, but this stage of the painting is my favorite. Such a great abstract look. I agree. I always say when I'm confident enough, I'll call my painting finished at this stage, but I'm not confident enough to do that. Say, yep, that's it. I am finished with this one. I love it. I love that little thing on like the Instagram. Can't remember what it's called. You know, it says, "I love it, I love it, I love it." I think it's Will Ferrell maybe saying it from one of his movies, and I just love it. I think that a lot. Not necessarily about my own paintings, just things in life. Could be food, could be anything. I love when I'm in that stage of thinking, I love it, I love it. I think that that's good. I'm going to stop. My hands are filthy. Look how dirty I got. Yikes. You should do a series called The Messy Middle and just stop. I think I might have to do that, Michael. That would be fun. And that would be a confidence booster. Or maybe the opposite. Maybe not. It might build my confidence to appreciate the messy middle, right? I still always get that like feeling if I haven't painted for a while. I'm always afraid I forgot how to do it, or that I won't be able to pull it through in the end. Oh, that's who it is, Allie. Yes, you're right. It's Michael Scott. I should know that too because my husband watches that show a lot. I love it. I love it. I always get so messy from the pigment sticks. Me too, Anita. You're not alone, but they're worth the mess. Just heighten the messy middleness. Can never be too messy. Alan said, me too, Anita. Me too. Yeah, we're all messy. We're artists. Embrace the messiness. I try to. I'm going to look for my darkest darks. Oh, wear your gloves. That's a really good idea. I know. Remember to do that. I do have some here that I take when I teach painting, in case anyone wants gloves, but you think I'd ever remember to put them on? and keep it loose. This is a complicated one to try and keep it simple, but I'm going to do my best. That's a work message. The drama of that one and the darkness of this one. I switched to a smaller brush. Forgot to tell you that. I didn't necessarily mean to, but it happened. Sometimes I'll just switch something and don't even think about what I'm doing. It does look lush. So what else is new with everybody? Anything fun? Anyone going on any fun vacations besides Ellen at the Jersey Shore? What town are you in, Ellen? New Jersey. I have my Rehoboth show coming up. That'll probably be my beach time for this year. I'll put a little bit of my light in here, so maybe I'll... You must have a big house for all those kids. That's so cool that you have all those grandkids, all similar in age. Just getting some of that. Simplifying down there because I felt like everything looked a little crazy. So if I'm thinking that something looks like messy, or if I'm afraid of a section, I'll go in and work on it. And not big enough. Not big enough to have the grown-up part of getting away from it all. That's too fun. It's a fun problem. Okay, I want to try and keep it that simple. Like that suggests that vase. There's some red reflection or something down in there. It's probably another piece of a flower or something, maybe. I don't know. I'm in South Florida and love your beaches, and less people now and more time to paint. Less people now, more time. That's great. More time to paint's always like the best thing in the world. Are there less people on beaches in Florida than here? In New Jersey? Here, or Delaware? Oops, I have a little paint booger right there. Probably from a pigment stick. Ooh, I like how simple that is, right? I'll put just a little bit. I love that little bit of pink down in there. That's almost perfect little suggestion of the vase. It's so simple. It's always my goal, is to be able to suggest something and not go overboard. white right there. I gotta get rid of that. Just leave it. I love how that looks. Okay. Now I have to keep the rest of it that simple. Ellen says the snowbirds. Oh, right. Back up north until Thanksgiving. That's at we had a place in Rehoboth for a little bit with a friend from college, and the lady next door used to always say that once September came, so I guess it's kind of the opposite, right, in Florida, but she'd say, and once September came, it was the newlyweds and the nearly deads. That's who was left at the beach. It was quiet. I always thought, who are those people that are retired and can go to the beach like that? It's like, I'm not too far from that now. It's hard to imagine back then. All right, I'm going to keep it simple. It says I love it. Yeah, newlyweds and nearly dead. I'm going to let some of that brightness show through. I have a nice little, what's bothering me. All right, now what? I think it's soon time to be reckless crazy and go lighter because it is all looking a little dark. All right, I'm taking my time. Oh, I should get out that other. Let me do a few more of little spots that I see here that need to push back to give that definition between the yellow, where the yellow is going to go. And then I'm going to play with my filbert brush. Will you paint turn off ads on bottom? Yes, I should do that, Mary. I have it in that. I used to always save it, like when I do it in that grid hashtag, whatever it's called, the thing where I size my photos or put the grid on my photos. And I used to always save them then for if I'd want to paint them again or whatever. Now I just do it right in grid hashtag because I don't, I have too many photos on my phone. Way too many. All right, take my time. Suggest a little. I just love those subtle colors. They're so cool. Go a little bit darker in here. So I'm just kind of paying more attention to my values. And when I go in and put the yellows in, that's going to be the part that'll pull it all together. So what's everyone drinking today? Coffee or tea? Or Diet Coke? I still haven't even finished my coffee yet. I'm going to go back to my other brush. I feel a little... I think that brush that I'm using, the filbert, must be like not a synthetic brush. I like synthetic brushes because they're softer. So I almost feel like that's pulling instead of laying on top, if that makes any sense. I like my paint to lay down on top not like pull away what's underneath. Sometimes it feels like that. Mary's having tea. So maybe I need to get one of those brushes and get one that's synthetic. Black coffee, no cream in your coffee, Allie. Ooh. Digging a bit. Yeah, Ellen, me too. I gotta learn to work with that, I guess. Okay. All right, now I gotta take the leap to lighter colors for sure. What time is it? 8:37. I'm still doing okay on time. I heard more about the mushroom coffee. Oh, it's better for you. Do you feel a difference? Are you asking Ellen that? Ellen must have mentioned that. That's so pretty. I'm trying to keep that looseness. Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking very hard on this. I'm trying to keep thinking. I'm thinking so hard to try and keep it loose. Isn't that nuts? I'm going to just go in and suggest these little petals. I think I might need a little bit of a paler. Ooh, that was a nice stroke right there. All right, this one is a lot later. Okay. I'm going to leave that bright blue in there too. I love that. The other thing that would be good to do too, like if you're like me and you always get that kind of messy middle, you can photograph it. So you can, like, maybe to see if you like the messy part, if you like it messier in the middle, or if you like it more finished. I think I need to go even lighter. Irma says it looked great. Kim, thanks for showing up on Wednesdays. I love Wednesdays too. The blue area is very nice. It's got a lot of magic going on in there, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know how long I've been doing these Wednesday morning lives now, but it's been many years, and I do look forward to it. All right, it's starting to come together now. Here. Make sure I have it to my edges. I'm kind of sitting back and thinking about what areas. I can still make that one lighter, but I might go in and do some of my yellows to so I see how it's starting to look before I put my lightest lights in there. Good morning, Carol. This would be a fun one to do in acrylics too. Sorry I'm so quiet today. Maybe it's a good thing. Excuse me. All right, let me do more of this. Those colors are just so fun. Into my pink. Mesmerizing. Thank you. This is the part where I always think you guys are probably bored, and here I am just painting along. Nothing to say. Oops, I wanted this. Right, that's better. Never bored. Thank you, Anita. Makes me feel better. All right, it's getting there. Hypnotized. I feel like that when I'm painting. I told you when I started, I was working on something for my daughter for college, and I was so lost in it that I almost forgot to come on here at 8 o'clock. I said, I have to set my alarm to make sure I don't forget to get up, and I never think about needing to set my alarm so I don't get so lost in painting that I forget to stop. But that is when you're in that great zone. All right, I need more of my lights, but I don't want to do too much because I love what's glowing in there. And of course, I still have my yellow, my brightest yellows to add. All right, that's helping. How many hours a day do you paint? Usually, I would say usually 1 or 2. I don't paint as much as I'd like to because I still have a lot of other things I have to do. Plus doing like all the, social media stuff. And I work on things for the Rittenhouse Square Fine Art Show and the board. And I work on things for my towns And I do things with I have a marketing and design business still too that I have to work on things for that. So I don't paint nearly as much as I'd like to, but I'll get there. I could do it all day long and be very content. I think I could put my yellows in now. Yeah, I do have a little too much going on. But it's all good. It's all fun. I do it all, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel like doing it all, Anita. Especially in the summer when there's so much more fun to be had. I guess in the winter I don't mind it. It's a lot getting ready for art shows too. That can be still overwhelming to me. I think people get better at that, but I'm not yet. I'm holding my breath. When I do the detailed parts, I always hold my breath. I don't mean to. All right, what do we think? What do I need? Is it still too dark? Do you think I need some more lighter lights? But then I don't want to get rid of the spontaneousness. So if I go in and do that, maybe I could do just the tiniest little bit of lighter. I would say, how many paintings do you produce on average for an art show? Well, more than to fill my booth. So I probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe like to have ideally like 6 big paintings and like maybe to take along 6 or 8 medium-sized paintings. And then I take a lot of these little 4x6s. I need to work large more, really. It's just so satisfying to do a little painting every day. But I should really be spending my time doing more big paintings. So hopefully that's what I'll get to this winter. Because I never seem to have enough. All right, that helped a little bit. It needed that lightness. Yeah, the colors are so fun, aren't they? Nancy said today, show just featured Monet's garden in France. Check it out later. Oh, yeah, I'll have to see that. Could you add a bling of white, a highlight of white? Maybe this warm white. Let me get my warm white. I could bling a little bit. Where would I want to bling? Oops, that got a little too... Oh, that's nice. That's very nice, Ellen. Good idea. It's that mix of like being super careful and spontaneous. Like, what is that? Thoughtful, I guess, is really what it is. It's thoughtful, but not overworking it. What do we think? Am I finished? I think I might need a little bit more definition in here. That looks just a little mushy. And there's also a little bit of bright blingy yellow up there. Push that back a All right, I think I'm just fussing with it. Although, does it look good? Anything else? Is there anything I'm missing? Oh, I got lots of sign and sell it. All right, yeah, I think I need to be finished. I'm just fussing now. That's when it's time to put your paintbrush down and move on. I'm gonna sign it. And then I will show it to you. Thank you, Megan. Megan said, I love this one. So there's my reference from Roadside Blooms in Lancaster in Elizabethtown, PA. And there's my painting. And then there's my palette. I turn it around. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me this morning. I will save this and put it on my YouTube channel if it saves for me, hopefully. And if anybody's in my Inspiring Art group, I will be live again on Zoom today at 11. And I'm going to do a demo of looking at values in a black and white painting. And I'll be at, I have a lot of art shows coming up too. So if anybody wants to be on my email list, just send me a note message and I'll add you. And thanks for coming. And I'll see you again next week, Wednesday. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day. See ya.